What's going on, guys? Today we've got the A9 here. Before we had the GH5. I thought I was confident in that camera, but apparently after a few uses I wasn't. So we've got this here today. 693 points of autofocus. Let's see what Sony's got in store for us. We're gonna unbox this thing today. As you can tell, it hasn't been opened before. It was kind of tough to get that open. Pop this bad boy here, unlock that, and what do we got first? Some manuals, very heavy. You can tell Sony wants you to use their product with some knowledge in mind, but guess what? I already know how to use Sony products, so I don't have to read any of this. Put that to the side. Unlock that, lift that up. We've got a few accessories here we have to look at first before we get to the main course. One of the first accessories is going to be what? That little HDMI and also multi-AV sync port. They want to make sure you don't break any cables. Second, speaking of cables, micro USB right there. 2.0, not as good as the USB-C found on the GH5, but Sony has got their reasons, and we're going to get to that in a second. Third, wall charger, AC. This one's for the US. That's why we have the two prongs here. USB on that side. What else do we have? The strap. Now I've heard this strap is much better than the original straps on the A7 series. And guess what? Leather on this side. Most importantly though, polyester right there. Very, very fine material. Much more comfortable if you happen to reverse it on your neck. As such, which many people do. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this story right here. The A9, the direct competitor to the Canon 1DX Mark II, and a few other cameras out on the market right now. We take this out, and look at that. We got a joystick. We have a record button in the proper position. We have a viewfinder that is OLED. We have a couple of single shot, high shot, medium rate, and low frame rate modes, timer, bracketing, your traditional mode dials, a much smoother shutter record button, even though it doesn't hit record, even though if you hit it, it doesn't record video, it just takes photos. Like I said before, record button, proper place right there. We still have the flip up screen and the flip down screen. Full frame, 35mm, A9 in gold. Very nice touch by Sony. I really dig it. I really like it. It's got a lot of things going for it. Little dial right there. Thumbstick. A lot of nice buttons there. People have criticized the locks. I actually like the locks because that just means that this thing's going to last me a little bit longer than most cameras last me. A lot of people have asked, did Sony improve the battery on this camera? Yes, they have. Check out the size on that battery. Much bigger. It actually has a milliamp an hour rating of 2280. So this thing right here is going to give you much more battery life than the A7 series model, even the A6000 series model, since they use the same battery. This thing is what they call the Z-type battery, not the W-type series battery. And a lot of pros have said that they've got a solid day of use out of these batteries right here, the Z-type batteries. They've taken two with them. They've only used one out of the whole day. I plan on using only one for a good amount of time, but I will buy a second one just in case. Putting the battery in is very simple. Line up the contacts, put that in there. Turn it on. Comes up. We have the 24-70 Grandmaster lens here. One of the finest medium zoom lenses available. A trialist and journalist photographer's dream. Just gonna outfit this together. We'll turn that body off. Take this off. Line up the contacts. Make sure we hear that nice solid click. Take this off. Turn that on. And voila. We have a display. And looks like we've engaged into some other mode. But check this out though. What I really like about this camera so far is going to be its low light capabilities. Now check this out. I have it in aperture priority mode, and also in ISO automatic mode. You know, some photographers like to free up as many mental resources as they possibly can before they use their camera. So they like a lot of their cameras to be in automatic mode for most of the time. Maybe aperture mode is something that they want to leave on because they want at least a bit of control in the camera. So right over here, check that out. If I zoom in, I'm at a constant f2.8 aperture. We're in a fairly dark room. If we focus over here, if we go there, check out how crisp everything is. Everything's in focus. We're in a fairly dark room. We're at ISO 8000. And we've got the popcorn in view. We've got the drinks in view. We've got a lot of stuff in view. If I were to zoom in, check out the Modelo. Check out how crisp that is. We're looking at the neck of the Modelo and it's very, very crisp. It's ISO 40,000. If I review that picture and I take a look at what it has captured, check this out. It does have a touchscreen, but it's unable to do like pinch to zoom and all that kind of stuff. But what you do have still are the tactile buttons on the back. If I were to zoom in, check that out. I can read the general surgeon's warning, no problem. I can zoom in, government, general surgeon's, beverage warning, blah, blah, blah. It's all very, very visible. That's thanks to the 24 megapixel sensor of this camera, full frame sensor. Right there, very, very crisp. A lot of stuff is very, very crisp. Low light autofocus is top notch. Low light capabilities of the camera, so far, seem to be top notch to me. You know, I know what it takes when it comes to taking a good picture in low light, having good exposure, having good focus, having good composition. And so far, I feel pretty confident that this camera will give me everything I need. But the A9 seems like that hybrid shooter's dream. So I'm gonna give this a couple of tests, and let's see how it performs.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna link you to this guy's channel right here. He's gonna give you a full review on the Sony A9. Maybe we'll do a little comparison with the GH5. So follow this guy, link right up there. Follow us on social media. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We'll see you guys again in the next video.
Don't miss it, because it's gonna be a good one.